Thank you so much for tuning into Spiritual Podcast channel. If you enjoy the video and its content, please subscribe, share, and comment. Please be kind to other viewers of the channel. The video is about to start.
Okay, let's unpack this. You know how some things just evoke really strong feelings in people?
Absolutely.
We're talking about everything from deep, unconditional love to intense allergic reactions, or even like a profound primal fear. Well, that's almost always the case with cats, isn't it?
It really is. They polarize people.
For centuries, these enigmatic, mesmerizing creatures have walked alongside humanity, sometimes revered, sometimes vilified, and always, it seems, just a little bit misunderstood.
Always that air of mystery.
So today, we're embarking on a deep dive into their truly fascinating world. A world where, well, the scientific meets the spiritual and the ancient echoes right through our modern homes.
That's a great way to put it.
We'll be drawing on the extensive work of Cristina Cairo. She's a longtime expert in body language, animal protection, and her insights into felines are truly unparalleled, often defying conventional wisdom.
Yes, her perspective is definitely unique.
Our mission really is to explore and understand the profound, often hidden powers and roles cats play in our lives, far beyond just being household pets.
Right, moving past the surface.
We're going to uncover some surprising truths and hopefully maybe change the way you see your own feline companions forever.
What's truly fascinating here, and essential to understanding our deep dive today, is that this intricate, almost mystical connection to cats. It's far from a new phenomenon.
Right, it goes way back.
Way back. It's a relationship that echoes ancient wisdom, woven into the very fabric of civilizations that revered them. It really hints at a significance that transcends our typical everyday perceptions.
And Cristina Cairo's work really brings that out.
It does. Her research often brings this ancient understanding into a modern light. We'll be exploring how these animals might be much more than just companions. They could be serving as, well, powerful protectors, intuitive healers,
Wow.
and even profound mirrors for our own deepest emotions and physical well-being. It's about uncovering the deep-seated reasons why certain cultures, like the ancient Egyptians, regarded them as divine beings.
Okay.
And crucially, how those ancient insights can still be remarkably relevant and impactful in our lives today, right there in your living room.
That's a powerful invitation, actually, to consider our cats through an ancient sacred lens. And to truly understand this, to really grasp the depth of Cairo's insights, well, we need to approach this with an open mind, right?
Absolutely. You have to set aside preconceived notions.
Because the historical and energetic foundation of the feline, as we'll uncover, it runs incredibly deep. So let's start by traveling way back in time. Let's immerse ourselves in the ancient echoes of feline power, tracing their spiritual lineage back to the very beginnings of recorded history, and maybe even beyond.
Okay, so when we talk about the ancient reverence for cats, especially within Cristina Cairo's framework, we absolutely must begin with Bastet.
Bastet, from Egypt.
Yes, who's also known as Pasht in ancient Egypt. Now, while many historical sources often place her origins in the Second Dynasty, Cairo's work suggests her worship goes back much further
than the dynasties.
Much further. We're talking about periods preceding formal dynasties, reaching into what she describes as the epochs of the great gods walking the earth.
Wow. Okay, that's ancient.
It really is. And this isn't just a historical footnote. It paints a picture of a time when the divine was much more interwoven with the earthly. It suggests a lineage for Bastet that is truly primordial.
So what was her role? What was she the goddess of?
Well, Bastet was a figure of immense power and had profound protective domains far wider than many realize. She was the goddess of fertility, obviously crucial for a burgeoning civilization,
right,
and a protector of children, ensuring the next generation's health. She was also associated with water indispensable in a desert land and presided over love and family.
So very nurturing, very life-giving.
Yes, but here's where it gets truly interesting. Paradoxically, she was also revered as a great warrior.
A warrior? How does that fit with fertility and love?
Exactly. This vast spectrum of influence, from nurturing life to fierce protection, showcases her incredibly multifaceted nature. A duality that Cairo suggests is still inherent in our modern cats.
That's absolutely incredible. A warrior goddess of love and fertility, a protector of the vulnerable, yet fierce in battle. It really paints a picture of a being embodying incredibly complex dual energies. Much like the multifaceted and sometimes contradictory nature we see in our cats today, right?
Precisely. It forces us to reconsider the simplistic labels we often put on them.
Definitely.
And her lineage, as revealed through Cairo's interpretation, unveils even more about this profound duality. Bastet was considered the daughter of Ra,
The sun god.
the mighty sun god, yes. And Isis, who is believed to have originated from Sirius.
Sirius, the star.
Yes. The star long associated with esoteric wisdom and higher consciousness in various ancient traditions. So this celestial parentage, it underscores her powerful, almost otherworldly origins. It suggests a connection to cosmic energies that, well, transcend earthly understanding.
Okay, wow. So sun god father, star goddess mother. Pretty powerful roots.
Extremely powerful.
Huh.
Now, while we know her primarily as Bastet, she also had another fiercer aspect known as Leona.
Leona, like lioness.
Exactly. Cairo describes them almost as two facets of the same divine being. Leona embodying the formidable warrior spirit, particularly as Re's daughter, representing the raw, untamed power of the sun.
Okay, the fierce side.
And Bastet, on the other hand, represents the nurturing protector, often depicted with kittens, embodying the softer, life-giving aspects. It's this incredible blend of ferocity and tenderness, of destruction and creation.
So we're talking about two sides of a very powerful coin, both present within the same divine entity. And our sources tell us there was even a physical manifestation of Leona's power, like a temple.
Indeed. In ancient Egypt, there was a temple of Leona, a place of immense spiritual gravity where warriors and soldiers would go before battle.
To get strength.
Exactly. To seek strength, courage, divine protection. This wasn't a place for soft prayers or gentle petitions. It was for channeling formidable, unyielding power, connecting with that primal, protective ferocity.
Wow, like embodying the lioness spirit before facing enemies.
Precisely. It was a place for warriors to do just that.
That's a vivid image. So Isis, with her own connection to Sirius, was almost like the cosmic mediator, constantly trying to calm Leona's fiery temperament.
It seems that way in Cairo's interpretation, yes.
That's quite a dramatic and intricate family dynamic playing out on a divine scale.
It truly is. Isis, often associated with wisdom and healing, continually sought to appease Leona's intense, sometimes destructive fury. She acted as a balancing force within this divine family.
Okay.
And what's fascinating is how Leona, despite her formidable warrior nature, eventually met and became the wife of Anubis.
Anubis, the jackal god, associated with the underworld.
Yes, that Anubis. Often associated with the underworld and protection of the deceased. This union brought a profound balance to her intense energy, melding solar power with the mysteries of the night.
Interesting pairing.
It was also attributed with regulating eclipses, signifying her control over powerful celestial events, demonstrating her sway over cycles of light and shadow.
So much power rolled into one being.
This profound duality, this complete being encompassing the forces of water and fertility, the moon and sun, war and love. It's truly remarkable. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, Cristina Cairo often draws a powerful parallel between the Bastet-Leona archetype and the astrological Lilith.
Lilith. Okay, how does that connect?
Well, in astrology, Lilith also represents this dual nature. The fierce, independent warrior, unafraid to challenge norms, seeking autonomy.
Right, the rebellious aspect.
But also the deeply affectionate, caring individual who nurtures with fierce loyalty. It's not just about rebellion or unyielding power. It's also about profound, instinctive nurturing and protection.
Okay, so that ancient wisdom, illuminated by Cairo, it suggests that cats, too, carry this potent dual energy within them.
Exactly. A complex nature that we, in our modern understanding, often overlook.
That's a powerful idea. That the ancient reverence for cats wasn't just about their domestic charm or, catching mice.
Right, not just utility.
But about recognizing this ancient, potent duality, this complex nature that is both fiercely independent and deeply affectionate. It certainly hints at a much richer, more complex being than just a simple house pet, capable of embodying both the protector and the nurturing companion. This understanding truly sets the stage for everything else we're about to explore. That potent ancient duality of the feline divine sets a powerful stage. But how do these grand mythic connections translate into the living, breathing cats in our homes today? Let's try and bridge that gap between myth and the everyday. Let's explore the truly unique biology and energetic supersenses that set cats apart, propelling them beyond what we typically understand as animal capabilities. Here's where it gets really interesting, moving from ancient mythology to what feels like a, well, scientific meets spiritual understanding of cats.
Right. And what's truly fascinating here, and central to Cristina Cairo's insights, is how the cat's biological makeup seems to underpin these broader spiritual claims.
Okay, like how?
Firstly, regarding their brain structure. Cairo's work describes the cerebral cortex of a cat as being identical to the human brain.
Identical. Real.
That's the term she uses. Now, this isn't to say their intelligence is the same in every single way, obviously, but it's a critical observation. It implies a capacity for experiencing similar passions, fears, moments of arrogance, tenderness, and profound love as humans.
Wow.
This is far more than mere instinct. It suggests they process and experience emotions with a complexity that truly rivals our own, which is a profound thought for anyone who shares their home with a cat and wonders, what's going on inside their head.
Yeah, it gives a biological basis to that deep emotional connection we feel with them. So when our cats seem to understand our moods or exhibit such a nuanced range of emotions from playful joy to deep melancholy, it's not just us projecting human feelings onto them.
According to this view, no. It's rooted in their actual neurological capacity.
That's pretty astounding.
Yeah.
And deeply validating for those of us who feel that profound connection.
Absolutely. And this heightened perception extends to their color perception, which Cairo also highlights.
Oh, I thought they saw it differently, like dogs.
Well, unlike dogs, who are often believed to see primarily in shades of yellow and blue or even just black and white, Cairo's work indicates that cats perceive all colors, much like humans.
All colors. Okay.
And she connects the right side of the brain to colors and emotions, the intuitive feeling aspect, and the left side to black and white, and reason, the more analytical masculine principle.
Interesting connection.
So if cats see all colors, it further supports the idea that they experience a full spectrum of emotions. It enables them to process their world with a richness and depth that's often attributed only to humans. This depth of perception hints at an incredibly rich inner world, full of emotional nuance.
That makes so much sense. It significantly elevates our understanding of their emotional intelligence, directly connecting it to how they literally perceive the vibrant tapestry of the world. But it's their pineal gland that really pushes the boundaries of perception into the truly extraordinary, isn't it?
Indeed, this is a cornerstone of Cristina Cairo's unique perspective. While all humans and animals possess a pineal gland, often called the third eye.
Right, the third eye.
Cairo's work describes the cat's pineal gland as being much richer in quartz crystals.
Quartz crystals. Okay, hang on. Is that like literally or metaphorically?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
It's perhaps best understood as Cairo's way of conceptualizing their heightened energetic sensitivity within her framework. It's not necessarily something you'd see under a standard microscope in a vet's lab.
Got it. So it's about energetic properties.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She suggests that these conceptual quartz crystals act as natural amplifiers or antennas, explaining why cats' pineal glands appear to be already open and highly active.
Unlike ours, which need work.
Right. For humans, opening the pineal gland to contact higher planes typically requires dedicated practices like meditation, significant diet changes, other spiritual techniques. Cats, however, appear to be born with this innate capacity fully engaged.
Wow.
This allows them to perceive their entire environment, including unseen entities, subtle energetic shifts, and presences that remain hidden to most humans.
So that's why.
It's why, as Cairo recounts, if you have multiple cats, you might notice them all suddenly looking at the same spot in a room, their ears twitching.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Tracking things that accompany arrivals or departures in the house, whether those presences are benevolent or not. They're simply tuned into a frequency we usually can't access, operating on a different, more subtle plane of reality.
So they're not just reacting to drafts or dust motes flying around. They're genuinely seeing things we can't, perceiving an entire unseen dimension of our homes and lives.
That's the implication from Cairo's work, yes.
That truly changes everything about how we might interpret their seemingly odd behaviors, that sudden stare at the ceiling, the unprovoked hiss into an empty corner. It suggests a constant invisible world around us that they are navigating.
It absolutely does. This unique sensitivity, this ability to perceive the invisible, it extends to their profound role as energetic protectors within your home.
Protectors from the invisible.
Yes. Cairo states that cats protect from the invisible, while dogs primarily protect from the visible.
Okay, explain that difference.
Well, a dog might bark at an intruder you can physically see at your door, right?
Sure.
But a cat is working on an entirely different plane, safeguarding your space from energetic disturbances, negative vibrations, or unseen presences that could impact your well-being.
Wow.
Furthermore, a truly fascinating insight Cairo offers is that wherever there is a cat, truth will exist, and masks fall.
Masks fall. How?
Because they look deeply and unflinchingly into your eyes, compelling you to confront your own shadow self.
Oh, that intense cat stare.
Exactly. If someone feels fear or intense discomfort when meeting a cat's direct gaze, Cairo suggests it's because they are trapped in their own shadow, hiding something, maybe even from themselves.
And if you're comfortable with it?
Conversely, a person who is authentic, who doesn't hide anything, and is comfortable with their true self, will feel tenderness and a sense of recognition, not fear, when a cat looks at them. This highlights their profound ability to perceive true character and intentions, cutting through superficial appearances.
They don't just see the visible, they see the essence of who you are.
That's the idea.
That's a powerful thought to sit with, isn't it? That your cat might be far more aware of your inner state, your authenticity, and the subtle energies around you than you ever realized. It certainly makes you think differently about that unwavering gaze they sometimes fix upon you. Less like a simple pet, more like a silent, perceptive guardian and truth teller.
It changes the dynamic entirely.
It really does. It changes the entire dynamic of sharing your home with a cat. It's clear that cats are far more perceptive and deeply attuned than we often give them credit for. Now, let's connect these unique senses, these extraordinary abilities, to their tangible roles in our well-being, both physically and emotionally.
Yes.
How do these feline attributes translate into them being powerful healers, vigilant protectors, and highly sensitive emotional barometers in our lives?
This is where their unique energetic attributes, as described by Cristina Cairo, truly come into play and become incredibly practical. You know the common myth that cats have 7 lives?
Yeah, or 9 lives sometimes.
Right, 7 or 9. It isn't meant to be taken literally, of course. Rather, within Cairo's framework, it symbolizes their incredible, almost alchemical ability to self-recycle, to absorb, transmute, and transform surrounding energy.
So they're like energy converters.
In essence, yes. She calls them Reiki cats. They possess an innate, constant capacity to absorb negative energy from their environment and from us, transforming it into positive energy.
How does that work? Can you see it?
You might even notice a physical manifestation of this work. Their belly will often become noticeably warm as they do this energetic transmuting.
Really? Warm?
Yes, distinctly warm. And then, quite often, they'll abruptly jump away once the energy around them has shifted to positive or become too intense, almost as if they can't stand the now harmonious vibration.
Because their job is done.
Or because their purpose is not to reside in positive energy, but to create it. It's an ongoing, selfless, energetic process for them, a vital, unseen service they provide.
That's a beautiful image, these little energy converters constantly at work, processing the energetic atmosphere of our homes. And there's a specific time, according to Cairo's research, when they seem particularly active in this, isn't there?
Yes, a very specific window that Cairo highlights.
When is that?
The period between 3.0 and 4.06 a.m. It's described as the time of least prana energy on Earth. Prana being our vital life force energy.
Okay, 3.00 to 4.06 a.m. Low energy time.
Right. And this is a time when, statistically, there's a higher incidence of deaths in ICUs, more car accidents, more domestic fights, various other grave incidents worldwide.
So a vulnerable time for humans.
Exactly. And what are our cats doing during this time, these quiet hours of the night?
Running around like maniacs sometimes.
Often, yes. They're often at their most active, playful, running around, making bagunça, that wonderful Portuguese term for a playful ruckus or a joyful mess.
Aha, I like that, bagunça.
Sometimes even chasing unseen things. This isn't random nocturnal play, according to Cairo. She suggests they are actively working to transmute and stabilize this low prana energy, essentially clearing the energetic air for us during the most vulnerable hours.
Wow.
They're performing an unseen, protective, and absolutely vital service while most of us are deeply asleep.
Wow, so while we're sleeping, blissfully unaware, they're on active duty, defending against invisible forces and energetic dips.
That's the perspective.
That totally reframes those midnight Zoomy sessions. I always just thought mine were practicing for the feline Olympics in the living room.
Maybe a bit of both.
But it means they're not just being playful, they're actively safeguarding our well-being.
It absolutely does. And their role as healers extends even further to sensing disease and energetic imbalances within us, often before we're consciously aware of them.
How so?
Cairo states that if your cat consistently lies on the same spot on your body, day after day, it's not just a comfy resting place for them.
Okay, so what is it?
It's a powerful indicator of a current or future illness in that specific area, or a significant lack of positive energy, a depletion that needs attention.
Can you give an example?
Sure. If a cat consistently lies on your heart with their paws, maybe looking up at you with those deep, knowing eyes, Cairo suggests it often implies you're holding on to unresolved grief, deep sadness, or lingering resentment.
And the cat is trying to help.
Yes, the cat, in this act, is there, actively working to pull that negative emotional energy from you, to transmute it on your behalf. They're seeking to restore balance to that area.
That's incredibly specific, almost like a living energetic diagnostic tool.
Yeah.
So if you have multiple cats in a household, do they distribute the work? Does their collective presence amplify this healing ability?
They absolutely can and often do, especially in households with chronic illness or significant emotional strain. Cristina Cairo shares a compelling anecdote about her friend Annalisa, who has over 30 cats.
30 cats, wow.
Yes, and in such a multi-cat household, the cats intuitively distribute the energy healing work, effectively preventing any single cat from taking on too much of an owner's chronic illness and potentially dying from it themselves, which can happen with a sole cat companion.
So they share the load.
Exactly. They act like designated energy removers, each positioning themselves on specific body parts, maybe one on your legs to address fear or stagnation, another on your heart for emotional pain, another on your head for mental stress or resistance to change.
That's amazing.
It's a collective, intuitive, and highly intelligent healing effort, a true testament to their interconnectedness and protective instincts.
That's profound. It sounds like they're not just passively absorbing, but actively diagnosing, collaborating, and intelligently distributing their healing work. It paints a picture of a much more sophisticated, energetic system than we usually attribute to animals.
They are. And beyond physical and emotional healing, Cairo's work also highlights that cats act as subtle but powerful balancers of masculine and feminine energy in a household.
Masculine and feminine energy, how does that work?
The source emphasizes that cats tend to bring out and refine the feminine energy in both men and women.
In men too.
Yes. Men who deeply care for cats often become more delicate, more empathetic, more attuned in their interactions, sometimes even achieving greater public recognition or fame as they develop a softer, more intuitive approach to life.
Why is that?
Because to truly gain a cat's affection and trust, you cannot be agitated, coarse, or authoritarian. Cats don't respond to obedience or demands in the way a dog might.
Right, you can't really command a cat.
Exactly. They respond to love, gentleness, respect for their individuality, and a calm presence. They teach us to embody a more yielding, loving energy. If you try to command a cat like a dog, you simply won't earn their affection or their profound loyalty. They require a different kind of connection.
One based on mutual respect and gentle understanding.
Precisely.
That's such an important distinction, that they command love, not obedience. It truly emphasizes the reciprocal nature of the relationship, how our inner state directly impacts our cat, and how they, in turn, work to support, heal, and even refine us as individuals.
It's a constant dance of energetic exchange and mutual growth.
A true partnership? It also puts a wonderful, gentle pressure on us to be our best selves for them, doesn't it?
It really does.
Given all these incredible abilities, their ancient lineage, their super senses, their healing and protective roles, it's no wonder that feline behavior carries so much more meaning than we typically assume. Our cats are constantly communicating with us, sometimes subtly, sometimes overtly, and often their messages can be quite puzzling. So what does this all mean when our cats act in ways that seem confusing, challenging, or simply out of character? What are they really trying to tell us?
This is where understanding their actions through Cristina Cairo's lens becomes absolutely vital, because they're frequently reflecting our own inner world, reacting to unseen dynamics, or trying to alert us to something.
Okay, like what are some examples?
One of the most heartbreaking insights from her work is that cats can become deeply depressed when left alone for too long.
Yeah.
Especially if they're highly bonded to their owner.
Depressed, like clinically depressed.
Her work suggests their brain reacts identically to humans in depressive states, to the point where they can truly lose the will to live.
Oh, that's awful.
Cairo even suggests they may attempt suicide by trying to strangle themselves with cords or jumping from windows, especially if there are no screens. This isn't just behavioral. It's a profound physiological and emotional state mirroring human despair.
That's a stark and profoundly moving reminder of their emotional depth and sensitivity. It tells us that it's not just about providing food and shelter.
No, not at all.
It's about providing consistent, loving companionship and mental stimulation to prevent such deep suffering.
Exactly. And their loyalty is another point often misunderstood. People sometimes describe cats as aloof or uncaring.
Right, the independent stereotype.
But Cairo emphasizes that cats are fiercely loyal. But their loyalty is profoundly to their owner, not just the physical house.
Okay, that's important. Owner, not house.
Yes. If you move to a new home, the cat needs about 3 days locked in the new space, surrounded by your familiar scent, seeing that it's a cozy and safe place with you, to truly adapt.
Makes sense.
And if they're seriously hurt, perhaps by being run over or poisoned. Cairo shares that they will often crawl back to their owner's feet to die, demonstrating an unwavering, singular devotion.
Wow.
The idea that a cat only loves the house or is indifferent to its human comes from people who haven't formed a deep enough, authentic bond with them. Their devotion is absolute, but it must be earned and respected.
So they're not aloof at all. They're incredibly devoted to their human, but perhaps in a more discerning and dignified way than dogs.
That's a good way to put it.
This also extends to how they interact with visitors, doesn't it? They seem to be excellent judges of character, cutting through polite facades.
Absolutely. They are powerful, energetic filters. If a cat runs away from a visitor, hides, or hisses at them, it's a strong indicator, according to Cairo, that there's something wrong with your guest.
Really? Just like that?
The cat sees beyond what's visible. Sensing a person's true character, their hidden intentions, or any negative energy they might carry. They simply do not like bad character, and they cannot be fooled by superficial charm.
Okay, so listen to the cat's reaction.
Conversely, if a cat, especially one typically reserved, gravitates towards someone who claims to dislike cats or says they're not a cat person,
Yeah. What does that mean?
it's often because that person likely has a good soul, a genuine kindness that the cat perceives despite their outward protests. Cats are drawn to authentic goodness and positive energy regardless of expressed preferences. They cannot be deceived. Their energetic perception is pure.
That's a fantastic truth detector. If my cat snubs a guest, I know to be wary. And if they cozy up to someone unexpectedly, it's a sign of a truly good heart. It gives us a very reliable, furry barometer for human interaction.
Indeed. Another intriguing behavior relates to technology, which Cairo also addresses.
Technology, like phones and computers.
Yes.
Yeah.
She suggests that cats dislike what she describes as radioactivity or harmful energies emitted from technology.
Okay.
So if your cat sits directly on your laptop keyboard or in front of your TV screen or stares intently at the TV, it's not merely seeking attention or warmth.
So what are they doing?
Cairo's perspective is that they might be trying to protect you from harmful energetic emissions from these devices, or subtly distracting you from content or overwork that is emotionally or spiritually unhealthy.
Protecting us from our screens.
Essentially, yes. They are acting as guardians of your energetic field, trying to redirect or absorb these energies. It's their way of intervening for your well-being.
That makes so much sense. Suddenly, all those keyboard invasions, those curious stares at the TV, have a deeper protective meaning beyond simple curiosity. It's like they're saying, hey, maybe step away from the screen for a bit.
Exactly.
And their litter box habits, those can be surprisingly telling too, far beyond basic hygiene.
They're incredibly powerful forms of communication, often overlooked by owners. If a cat suddenly starts peeing outside the litter box, especially in a prominent spot where you'll definitely see it, like on a carpet or a favorite item.
Yeah, that's frustrating. What does it mean?
Cairo suggests it typically signifies that the cat is deeply sad or feels neglected. The urine in this context represents the owner's tears or unexpressed sadness that the cat is mirroring and trying to make visible.
Wow, representing my tears.
That's the interpretation.
Yeah.
They want you to notice their distress and the emotional state of the household.
Okay. And what about pooping outside the box?
If they poop outside the box, especially on your bed, Cairo interprets this as a territorial marking, this is mine,
Okay, marking territory.
indicating that the owner isn't home enough, is emotionally distant, or is perhaps deceiving the cat in some way by their absence or lack of full presence. It's a powerful statement about ownership, presence, and unmet needs.
What about worms in their poop? That seems like a more straightforward biological or parasitic issue, right? Not an emotional one.
Not entirely, according to Cairo's framework. If a cat's poop has worms and isn't covered, the source links this to a perceived invasion of privacy in the owner's life.
Invasion of privacy? How?
This could mean you're allowing people or situations to overstep your boundaries, or you're struggling to protect your personal space.
That's specific.
And what's even more remarkable is Cairo's suggestion that this can resolve, surprisingly, even without traditional vermifuge. if the owner consciously sets clear boundaries and reclaims their personal space.
Just by me setting boundaries, the worms go away.
It's presented as an energetic reflection of the owner's experience manifesting physically in the cat. That's the claim.
That's a profound and almost unsettling connection between the owner's emotional state, their life circumstances, and the cat's physical manifestations. It truly highlights how deeply intertwined our lives are. What about more affectionate behaviors like drooling or nursing? What's the deeper meaning there?
Well, when a cat drools on you, it's a sign of intense affection, almost akin to a mouth kiss from them.
A mouth kiss, okay.
It expresses pure excitement and deep love, a joyous overflow of positive emotions specifically for you.
That's sweet. And nursing, like on blankets.
Nursing on blankets, clothing, or even themselves.
Ah.
This typically indicates that the cat was weaned too early.
Okay. Makes sense.
And this behavior, according to Cairo, is often linked to an owner who might be needy themselves, inadvertently projecting that need onto the cat. Or, conversely, a harsh owner, where the cat is seeking comfort and security that was prematurely denied in their early life. It's a self-soothing mechanism born from an unfulfilled early need.
It's all about unmet needs, whether theirs or ours, and how those manifest. And if you have multiple cats in a household, fighting among themselves seems like, well, normal animal behavior, right? Just establishing dominance or playing. Is there more to that too?
There is, especially in relation to the energy of the home. If cats in a household frequently fight among themselves, Cairo suggests that it often reflects deeper disunity or unresolved conflict between the owners.
The owners? Really?
Yes. The source provides an anecdote of couples supporting rival sports teams.
Oh boy.
Where the cats would fight intensely during games, embodying the owner's unexpressed tension, aggression, or competitive energy. They are mirroring the disharmony or unresolved issues present in the human relationships within the home.
So their squabbles are actually our squabbles played out energetically.
In a sense, yes. Played out in furry form, as you say.
That's a serious call to introspection for any multi-cat household. And finally, the vast amount of time cats spend sleeping 16 to 17 hours a day. Is that just laziness, or is there a deeper purpose?
Far from it being laziness. Cairo's work suggests that cats sleep so much because they are working while sleeping.
Working while asleep.
Actively engaged in clearing negative energy from the house, protecting it, and processing the energetic environment that they are so deeply attuned to. Their rest is not idleness, it's a crucial restorative part of their unseen work. It allows them to regenerate and continue their vital energetic tasks.
So every nap is work.
Every time they sleep, they're performing an important service for the harmony and protection of their home, according to this view.
So what does this all mean? It means our cats are constantly communicating, reflecting, and even working on our behalf, often in profound ways we're only just beginning to comprehend. Every meow, every scratch, every nap, every curious glance is a message waiting to be decoded. A deeper layer of communication that invites us into a more conscious relationship. We've uncovered so much about the unseen powers of cats, from their ancient lineage to their incredible perceptive abilities and their profound roles as healers and communicators. But in a world full of information, there are still so many myths and misconceptions swirling around them.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
They often hinder our understanding and our bond.
So it's time to challenge these popular beliefs and truly embrace the unique traits that make felines so extraordinary, even when they seem to defy conventional wisdom.
Indeed. Let's start by tackling some very common health myths that Cristina Cairo addresses head-on.
Okay, like what?
Two prevalent ones are toxoplasmosis and allergies to cats.
Yes, the allergy excuse often comes up.
Right. And Cairo's work strongly contends that these are often not simply real cat-borne illnesses in the way we commonly understand germ transmission,
So it's not the cat's fault.
but rather pretexts or unconscious desires from someone in the house to get rid of the cat, often rooted in deeper unresolved issues.
Wow, that's controversial.
It is. Or in the case of allergies like rhinitis, she links them to reflections of the owner's suppressed initiatives, their inability to act on their own desires, or feeling held back in life.
My allergy reflects me feeling stuck.
That's the connection she makes. The source offers a powerful real-life anecdote of Luis Cairo, Cristina's brother, who suffered from severe rhinitis for years. His allergy was completely cured once he underwent therapy to address his inner conflicts and embrace cats, which he had previously avoided.
Therapy cured his cat allergy.
That's the story presented. This perspective posits that many of these perceived ailments are psychosomatic or energetically linked to human emotions and intentions, rather than direct, simple transmission from the animal. It places a significant emphasis on the human's inner state.
That's a challenging but incredibly insightful idea that our own unresolved emotional landscape can manifest as physical reactions to our pets. So if our cat gets sick, is it always our energetic fault? Or can human illness somehow transfer to animals in this unique energetic way?
Cairo clarifies this crucial point. She states that animal diseases are not transmitted by germs from humans in the traditional biological sense.
Okay, not germs. Then what?
Instead, within her energetic framework, they are described as electromagnetic waves of the owner's thoughts and emotions.
Electromagnetic waves. Okay.
What Cairo suggests is that our intense, often chronic emotional states, whether it's persistent financial stress, deep-seated resentment, unexpressed anger, or even a profound resistance to change, create a subtle yet powerful energetic vibration around us.
And the cat picks it up.
Animals, and cats especially, are so finely attuned to these energetic fields that they can absorb and manifest these patterns as physical ailments, almost mirroring our own inner struggles as a way to alert us.
So the cat getting sick is like an alarm bell for my issues.
In this view, yes. The approach, therefore, is to treat the owner's emotional and energetic imbalances, not just the animal's physical symptoms, for the animal to be truly cured.
Treat the owner to heal the cat.
That's the proposed method. She gives specific examples.
Right.
Renal problems in cats are linked to the owner's financial worries.
Kidney issues from money stress.
That's the link she makes. Leukemia is connected to a dominant, often overbearing, female energy in the household. Glaucoma in a cat can reflect an owner's unforgiveness or refusal to see something important in their own life.
Wow.
And neurological issues can stem from an owner's profound resistance to change, mental disorganization, or a chaotic life. This perspective radically shifts how we understand animal health.
Viewing them as living, breathing, energetic mirrors of our own physical and emotional states.
Exactly.
That's truly a profound and deeply interconnected view. It means our well-being is intrinsically linked to theirs, and their health can be a direct reflection of our own energetic state. Beyond health, our source also touches on cat personalities by zodiac sign and the significance of their colors, adding another fascinating layer of understanding to their individual identities.
Yes, Cairo delves into cat personalities through the lens of zodiac signs, highlighting how deeply they can embody these celestial traits. It gives us a playful but insightful way to understand their individual characters.
Okay, give me a few examples.
Sure. An Aries cat might be prone to breaking things, asserting its independence with a fiery spirit. A Taurus cat loves comfort and food above all else, becoming grumpy if its routine is disturbed, seeking stability.
Sounds about right for Taurus.
Cancer cats are often emotionally needy, craving affection and security. Leos can be snobby, demanding attention and their rightful throne on your lap or the highest bookshelf.
The kings and queens.
Virgos are orderly, preferring their spaces and routines to be just so, meticulously grooming. Libras are sociable, often greeting visitors warmly, seeking balance. Scorpios are distrustful, observing from a distance, possessing that intense, probing gaze.
I know that Scorpios gaze.
Aquarians are often nature watchers, content to observe the world outside. Pisces cats are incredibly loving but can hold grudges, sensitive to slights. And Sagittarian cats are adventurous, hating routine, constantly seeking exploration, maybe trying to sneak out the door.
Haha, the little explorers. It's a wonderful way to understand their individual quirks and predispositions.
It is.
I can already see some of my cats fitting those descriptions perfectly. And colors also carry a specific energetic significance, don't they? Beyond just aesthetics.
They absolutely do. Cairo offers unique insights into cat colors and their energetic meanings. Yellow or golden cats, for example, are seen as delicate, highly sociable, and particularly good companions for children, bringing a gentle, sunny energy.
Okay. What about black cats? There's so much superstition there.
Right. Black cats are considered the strongest of all cats, energetically speaking. Not physically, but as powerful, energetic guardians. They're described as guardians of what Cairo calls the portal of death.
Portal of death. That
Yeah.
sounds ominous.
It sounds it, but it's not about evil or physical demise in a literal sense. It's more about a profound capacity for energetic transformation.
Transformation? How?
Black cats, in her view, help us navigate significant life changes, letting go of old patterns, embracing rebirth, and profound personal evolution. They stand at the energetic threshold, guiding us through moments of deep transition, acting as powerful conduits for change and protection.
So agents of change, not bad luck.
Exactly. And it's crucial to address the historical prejudice against black cats, as Cairo mentions.
Yeah.
Advocating strongly for their adoption to prevent them from being taken for black magic rituals, which sadly still happens.
That's terrible. Good point. What about other colors?
White cats are depicted as elegant lords or ladies who expect to be served, demanding a certain level of deference. But in return, they offer intense, unwavering loyalty.
Oh.
Blue-eyed cats are considered sacred, possessing an almost ethereal quality and heightened intuition.
Sacred. Wow.
And calico or tortoiseshell cats, they're almost exclusively female, right? Male calicos are extremely rare.
Yeah, I've heard that.
These multicolored females are often seen as embodying the full spectrum of feline energetic qualities.
These insights truly redefine how we perceive their aesthetic differences, imbuing each color with a deeper purpose and energetic role. But our source even challenges historical artifacts, like the Great Sphinx of Giza. How does that fit into this understanding?
This is a fascinating tangent within Cairo's work that challenges established academic views, always a sign of a true deep dive.
Right.
She challenges the traditional view of the Sphinx having a lion's body and a human head, arguing that the proportions are quite off for a human head.
It does look a bit small sometimes.
Instead, she suggests that given the longer, more dog-like paws and other anatomical cues, it's more likely an Anubis jackal or dog head on a dog's body.
Anubis, not a lion.
That's her interpretation. It aligns with Anubis's ancient role as protector of the desert, guardian of secrets, guide of the underworld, and his connection as Bastet's husband, remember?
Ah, right, the husband.
Cairo posits that academia sometimes clings to traditional narratives, failing to challenge established facts, even when new interpretations might be more logical, proportionally accurate, or historically aligned with deeper esoteric knowledge.
It encourages us to question and look beyond the surface.
Exactly, a theme that runs throughout her work.
That's a bold and intriguing reevaluation of such an iconic structure. It definitely invites us to look at ancient history with fresh eyes. What about more common domestic practices like castration and bathing? Are there myths there too that Cairo challenges?
Absolutely. Cairo offers a nuanced and sometimes provocative perspective on practices like castration.
Okay, nuanced how?
While not strictly advocating against it for population control, she expresses a preference for animals to experience motherhood for their energetic and spiritual evolution.
Evolution through motherhood.
That's the idea. She argues that uterine cancer in cats isn't primarily linked to a lack of procreation, but rather, as with other ailments, to the owner's unresolved issues with their father or husband. Again, reflecting that profound energetic connection.
Always back to the owner's energy.
Often, yes. She offers an anecdote of cats in a conscious household whose continuous nursing by their offspring prevents the mother from going into heat, demonstrating a natural, energetic form of family planning within a well-balanced, high-vibration environment.
So nature finds a way if the energy is right.
That's the implication. As for bathing, the common belief that cats inherently hate water is largely refuted by Cairo.
Really? My cat would disagree.
Well, she suggests that cats generally love baths if introduced gently and positively from a young age, especially with warm water. While they are meticulous self-cleaners, they often enjoy a good wash. Some apparently even wait their turn for a bath.
Waiting their turn? Okay, maybe I need to try again. And claw trimming.
Trimming claws, when done with appropriate tools and technique, is presented as healthy and beneficial, arguing it doesn't harm the cat despite their initial resistance, which is often more about a startled reaction than pain.
Good to know. And what about male cats caring for kittens? That often goes against popular belief, where the father is thought to be absent or even a threat.
It does, and Cairo's work beautifully dispels that myth. She highlights that male cats caring for their offspring is natural and common, contrary to some prevailing veterinary beliefs and stereotypes.
So dad cats can be good dads?
Very much so. She shares a heartwarming anecdote describing a father cat, Lilin, actively assisting the mother, Daya, during birth, licking and caring for the kittens immediately, even allowing the exhausted mother to rest while he took on nurturing duties.
Oh, that's lovely.
It demonstrates a strong, natural paternal instinct within felines, further illustrating the complexity, beauty, and often misunderstood family dynamics of cats when observed through a more open and empathetic lens.
This entire section has really opened our eyes to how much we might be misunderstanding or simply unaware of when it comes to our feline friends. It certainly encourages us to look past the surface-level behaviors and conventional wisdom and to consider a much richer, more interconnected reality. This deep dive has truly reframed our entire understanding of cats. It's abundantly clear that the relationship we share isn't just about us owning a pet. It's a profound, complex, and deeply spiritual two-way street.
Absolutely.
Let's bring this powerful conversation back to our role as owners and the enduring, often mystical connection we share with our feline companions. How do we nurture this bond consciously, and what does Cairo tell us about its lasting nature?
What's fascinating here, and often overlooked, is Cairo's strong emphasis on conscious behavior from the owner, specifically around communication.
Communication, like talking to them.
Literally talking to them. We often talk to our human family members, explaining our comings and goings, right?
Oh.
But we rarely extend that courtesy or respect to our animals. Cairo stresses the profound importance of talking to your animals, explaining when you leave, where you're going, when you return, just as you would a human child.
Do they actually understand the words?
She insists they understand on an energetic and intuitive level. If you travel without explanation, she warns you might return to a house that's been destroyed, objects knocked over, or a cat that has disappeared.
Oh.
Reflecting their distress, confusion, and sense of abandonment or misunderstanding. They need that communication and reassurance to feel secure and loved, to understand their place in your life.
So it's about treating them as truly intelligent, sentient beings who deserve respect and consideration, not just creatures of pure instinct.
Exactly. It elevates the entire relationship.
It really does.
And this understanding extends to concepts of animal reincarnation, which Cairo addresses directly.
Reincarnation for animals.
Yes. She posits that animals, particularly cats and dogs, are in many ways more evolved than humans in terms of their capacity for unconditional love, forgiveness, and gratitude.
More evolved than us. Interesting.
Because of this heightened spiritual development, she suggests they can consciously choose to reincarnate, often as cats or dogs, to stay with beloved human families, to continue their energetic work and companionship.
So they choose to come back to us.
That's the idea. And it's important to note, she emphasizes, that each animal has its own individual soul, not a collective one, highlighting their unique consciousness and spiritual journey.
An individual soul. That's huge.
It means that special bond you share might not be limited to just one lifetime. It can truly transcend physical death.
That's a truly beautiful and comforting thought, that our cherished companions can choose to return to us, that love can literally find a way across lifetimes. But there's a strong, almost counterintuitive warning about how we deal with the loss of an animal, isn't there?
Yes, a very strong warning. It's critical for anyone experiencing loss.
What is it?
Cairo strongly advises against talking to or excessively holding on to items of deceased animals or people.
Well, why? Isn't that how we remember them?
While it stems from a place of deep love and longing, she suggests it has a negative impact on their spiritual evolution. It prevents them from moving forward on their journey.
Holding them back.
Yes. It can also, paradoxically, create a lingering energetic attachment that can attract negative energies to the living, keeping both the departed soul and the grieving person tethered to the earthly plane in an unhealthy way.
So what should we do?
If you find yourself unable to let go, experiencing profound, prolonged grief or guilt, she suggests seeking therapy to address these unresolved issues within yourself. The healthiest way to honor their memory, in her view, is to release them with love, gratitude, and a blessing, allowing them to continue their spiritual journey freely.
That's a difficult but incredibly important message, especially for those experiencing the profound pain of grief. It speaks to a deeper spiritual responsibility we have for those we love, both living and departed.
It does. And in the context of this profound grief, there's another fascinating phenomenon Cairo described.
Oh, what's that?
When a beloved cat dies, another cat often arrives into the owner's life, sometimes quite unexpectedly.
It just shows up.
Sometimes, yes. Or circumstances align for a new cat to enter their life, to ease the owner's pain and fill that energetic void. This new arrival might embody similar traits, personality quirks, or even take on similar protective or healing roles as the departed companion.
Like the old cat sent them.
Almost as if the universe, or the departed soul itself, is sending a new guardian. Cristina Cairo shares a poignant anecdote of her own mother's beloved cat returning in a new form, recognizing the house, its routines, and even the mother's particular affections.
Wow, recognizing things.
It's presented not just as a random adoption, but a manifestation of the enduring bond and the cat's innate protective and loving nature, ensuring their human is not left alone in their sorrow.
That's incredibly comforting, suggesting that love truly transcends individual lives and forms, finding new ways to express itself. Ultimately, through all these layers of insight, it all circles back to the power of our own love, doesn't it? The energy we cultivate within ourselves.
It always does. Reaffirming the holistic connection, Cairo's work states that a strong, loving, and open heart chakra in the owner contributes directly and profoundly to the animal's strong immune system and overall health.
Our heart energy affects their physical health?
Directly. Just as our emotions impact our own bodies and well-being, they profoundly affect our animals who are so energetically connected to us. A happy, loving, forgiving, and emotionally balanced owner tends to have healthy, happy, and resilient pets.
It highlights the deep energetic resonance and responsibility we hold within this sacred bond.
We truly are their world, energetically speaking.
So what does this all mean? It means our connection to cats is not just a simple ownership or a casual companionship, but a profound journey of self-discovery, mutual healing, and deep energetic exchange. It empowers us to understand that our own state of being directly impacts theirs, and that by nurturing ourselves, our emotions, our spirit, our love, we nurture them, fostering a thriving partnership.
Yes. The cat, in every sense, is a powerful mirror and an unwavering protector. Remember Cristina Cairo's profound statement, because what you are, your cat will be.
What you are, your cat will be. Wow.
If you desire a serene, loving, playful, or even a warrior-like cat who fiercely protects your home, you must cultivate those very qualities within yourself. Your energetic state directly influences theirs.
So be the change you want to see in your cat.
Essentially, yes. And never forget their nightly vigil. That sacred window between 3.0 and 4.06 a.m.
Right, the low prana time.
If you hear commotion, playful pouncing, or an intense gaze into an empty corner, it's not just random activity. It's your cat actively working, diligently protecting your home from unseen forces, transmuting lower energies, and safeguarding your peace.
They're on guard duty.
Constantly at work, often in the quietest hours, safeguarding your space and your energetic well-being.
That's a truly profound thought to end on, that your cat is a constant, conscious blessing in your life, reflecting your truth and standing guard against the invisible. It asks us to live more consciously, more lovingly, knowing their well-being is intertwined with ours.
Beautifully put.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the unseen, mystical, and utterly profound power of cats. May this conversation inspire you to observe your own feline companions with new eyes, an open heart, and a deeper appreciation for the magical and healing bond you share. The next time your cat looks at you, remember the ancient wisdom and the deep work they're doing for you.
Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Until next time, take care and have a wonderful day.